Hey guys, it's me Goose, and before I begin shitting out the info we've gotten so far, I'd like to tell anyone who's new to the ARG to check out my Sombra playlist. It's a playlist that has all the Sombra info we've covered as of this point. Remember that if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content, whatever. Also, regarding the process of making these videos, I've come to the realization that I'll probably not get as many views as someone who has about like 200,000 more subscribers than me. So from this point forward, I don't think I'll work on Sombra stuff with the expectation of being the first guy with a Sombra theory video, because let's face it, even if I am first, there's no guarantee that I'll even pass 10,000 views. Instead, let's do something fun. Anytime Sombra encrypts something, let's take a shot of tequila. I believe that's more appropriate for what we have in store. I'm sure that'll ease the pain from all this nihilistic truth that we're trying to avoid about this ARG. The truth being that it's fucking pointless. But with all that nonsense out of the way, let's get into this nightmare. On October 19, 2016, there was a small update that did almost nothing but change Bastion, as foreseen by the Moment in Crime website, where it states that Bastion has been compromised. The compromise seems to make Bastion a walking cryptic machine of bullshit, and affected the way he spoke when he would walk in front of the Sombra protocol screens back in Lumerico, which, by the way, also had a bit of a change, and it now says Sombra Protocol version 2. Interesting to note that this is the first ARG hint that we've ever gotten within the game. At any rate, Bastion would beep seemingly incoherently in front of these screens, but if you listen closely, there is most definitely a pattern to all of this.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And what do you know, Joe? It's Morse code. That Morse code, when translated, turns into a series of letters. The letters being S, Q, O, F, J, F, B, N, I, T, I, Z, W, G, D, X, S, D, O. Sound familiar? If you said yes, then you're a fucking liar. But if by any chance you said yes in sincerity and aren't a fucking scumbag liar, then you would know that this is a ciphered text. What is ciphertext? The dum-dum explanation for the dum-dums like me is simple. It's an encrypted text that can only be translated with a key. You know what that means? It's shot time! It's much better. In any case, we needed to use a Vigenère cipher, or whatever the fuck you pronounce it as, like last time. The key to this cipher is something we got a long time ago, as in a month ago, when there was another barrage of Sombra hints, which of course is Sombra, information is power, Sombra. The result gives us this particular phrase, which of course looks like a website, and lo and behold, it is, Lumerico.mx. It's a Mexican website of the in-game Lumerico, which is a company that seems to be very important in Overwatch's lore. Essentially, it's a power company that brought Mexico into the first world and was created by Guillermo Portero, a hero to Mexicans within the story of Overwatch. We'll get to him in a bit later. The website is a very bare bones one. It barely has anything other than the front page, info about the company, and updated news. Now, I know I've been known to talk in Spanish anytime I get Sombra clues that are in Spanish. However, this time around I won't bother reading any of that shit, because it's simply too much, and I'm sure most of you are just interested in the translation anyways. The front page doesn't have anything interesting at all, just text that essentially states that Lumerico is a company focusing on energy and network and whatever, blah blah blah. There is, however, one little tidbit that cannot be ignored, and that is of course the phone number. Yesterday I called this number and got this bullshit. Oh.
Gracias por llamar al soporte técnico de Lumerico. Por favor, seleccione una de las siguientes opciones. 5,
5,
2,
2,
4,
4,
1,
1,
3,
3,
23,
4,
14,
14,
8,
8,
17,
18,
23,
18,
21, 18,
21.
15.
Damn it, I couldn't keep up. At first, it seemed like I was calling customer support from Lumerico. However, it turned into a hijacking, and Sombra's voice, at least we can assume it's her voice, gives you a series of numbers in Spanish at a snail's pace. She can't fucking talk to you just like a normal human being and give you just the direct message. Whatever, that's fine. She's a hacker, I guess. The numbers are 52413, pause, 23, 4, 14, 8, 6, 18, 17, 23, 21, 18, 15. If you were to take the latter half of the numbers and turn them into letters, you would get this. At first it seems like gibberish, but if you've been a part of this madness for as long as I have, you would know that this shit means something, even if at first it means nothing. Take this through a ROT23 cipher and rotating it 23 times. Funny how that number keeps showing up, isn't it? Then you would get the phrase, take control. This by no means is a coincidence. Also, was that an encryption we just passed by? Yeah, maybe. Whatever, just take a shot. I can feel my sorrows receding back into my kidneys. So where do we apply this phrase? Simple. All you have to do is put it in front of lumerico.mx/take control, which takes you to this all too familiar Calavera, which means skull in Spanish. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one who had trouble at this point, but apparently there's supposed to be some text here, but personally I never got the text to appear, just the skull or just a random string of Chinese letters. I don't know what's up with that, so I trust the game detectives when they said that there was a bunch of gobbledygook on the screen that looked like this. So obviously this means nothing at all, except for that one little part that says, "You are smoot." Thanks, Sombra. I think you're pretty smoot too. So anyways, this is encrypted, so let's get chugging. Ooh. Oh, fuck. I'm a failure to society. The key to this order transportation cipher is 52413, referring back to the phone call which gave us these numbers in the first half. The result would be this, and again, I am not reading all this Spanish, so I'm going to be fucking whoa. Oh, it's getting to me actually now. So I'm going to make the mistake of trusting the game detectives wiki and praying that this is not translated via Google. The message reads, "I'm congratulating you for getting in here. I only wanted to know if you were ready or not. Hey, it's really difficult to get good help lately. You should see some of the clowns I'm working with. For now, let's continue with the true challenge, taking down Lumerico Core President Guillermo Portero. Why? Because he's a greedy and corrupt man, and an abominable thief. His plan of bringing in line the most powerful and biggest ziggurat, yeah, sure, the 1st of November, nothing more than a deceit. Is nothing more than a deceit. Okay, thanks a lot, you game detective fucks, you need to fix that. An elaborate plan by his gang to become even more influential in the people of Mexico and get more money. And who's gonna pay for that? Common people. Duh. The ones that are always forgotten. I've started upgrading my protocols so that they are used to take down the Lumerico core infrastructure, and Los Muertos are also trying to go against the corruption. Meanwhile, search the Lumerico core site for info we can use against that bastard. Or better, get his username and password so that hundreds not so favorable facts about the president start popping up. I was able to get the username and password Lumerico Core employee. Start here. So of course, going off this, we can see there is a login screen we get into via the Lumerico website. When we use these credentials and enter, we will have successfully gotten into some poor dude's account. With this information, we can check G. Flores' account and see his past messages. Most of them are wholly unimportant, but we do get to find out G. Flores' real name, and it's Gonzalo. Who this guy may be is somewhat unknown, but we can assume he's some sort of techie within the company who also has a fancy keyboard and likes tapioca tea. I don't fucking know. Also, these emails seem to... fucking drunk. Also, these emails seem to describe some strange activities going on within the company. Now, if I can make some assumption here, the fact that there's one guy saying that someone within the company is changing the code could be some sign that Sombra might actually work within Lumerico. Or she's just a really good hacker, I don't know. Then the emails go on saying how they'll get a new espresso machine, okay, on Monday, okay, something else is going on. Apparently they're activating a nuclear plant on November the 1st, Day of the Dead, which would be a date speculated to be the release date of Sombra, so there's that. One of the more interesting ones is the mention of the increase of traffic within the website that only the president, Guillermo, has access to. However, when trying to access this part with the link alone, you would get an access denied screen. However, within the source code, there's a bypass. Wow, shocker. So, of course, we can access this shit using shit I don't really understand, and by doing all this weird nerd shit, we were able to pass through and just get the president's username and encrypted password. And I guess it's time to guzzle down death's nectar then. Oh fuck! Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, the fuck is in this shit anyways? Oh my god. Someone drew a skull on my tequila. Well, seeing as I only have an hour to live, it's time to wrap things up. So after getting this encrypted password, some guys over in the Discord channel decided to make themselves useful for once in their life and found a way to decrypt the password, that of course being this. With that password now unlocked, everyone rushed into the president's mailbox and found many things that weren't very important, that is until Sombra herself made her presence and directly emailed the president whilst inside this account. Translating this from Spanish to English would read, "I see you have been able to infiltrate the mail. Do not worry, he cannot see this mail. I've hidden it from view. If you connect from one of the known IP addresses, I need a little more time to set up the next group of protocols. Stay tuned early next week. I'll take a few dirty rags in their emails to accidentally leak to the public. We'll see how they react to the media." And with that said, it's over. Another fucking message with no real benefits at all. We just gotta play the waiting game again until something magical happens, or until one of the big YouTubers covering this ARG decide to pretend to get hacked by Sombra again. You poor, viewer-depraved scumbags. That's it for the video, guys. Remember to like and subscribe and all that jazz. One thing I like to say before closing out is that I hear some people complain with the gameplay footage that I use most of the time. And for that, I half apologize, but not really. I can't really record good gameplay off of my own PC, so I'm sort of stuck getting someone else's gameplay. If any of you feel like you can get better footage, then let me know on Twitter here. I'll be blunt, I won't be able to pay you, and my shoutouts probably won't get you any subscribers. The only reason you'd be doing this is to solely help out the quality of my content. I'd appreciate it, but I ain't forcing anyone to do so. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see y'all next time. I love y'all. Bye. Oh my god. Someone drew a skull on my ticket. Oh god.